Good evening, everyone. My name is Shannon Voss, and I would like to thank God for blessing me with this wonderful opportunity. I would like to thank everyone for taking the time to commemorate the Parkland graduating class of 2024.
Shannon Voss is a 90s baby from Chicago, a super smart kid. He skipped second grade and graduated at the top of his high school class, all while battling poverty and periods of homelessness. But that's not the tallest mountain he's had to climb. Shannon has an incredible story to tell, one with highs, lows, and some life-changing chapters.
This is actually the first time I've been able to actually tell my entire story. I graduated from high school as the valedictorian, and I received a 34 on the ACT. I applied to the U of I, and I got in. I was the first in my immediate family who pursued college. I decided to take a year off from school because my mind wasn't in the right mindset for school. So I figured I'd come back to school after 1 year of working. This is when my life changed drastically. I went to a bar alone and woke up in an abandoned house, and I remembered having an excruciating pain coming from my anus. A week went by, and my roommate hadn't seen me, so he broke down my room door and found me unconscious. I was rushed to Carle Hospital, where they discovered I had HIV and rare case of shingles that had traveled to my brain and caused a series of different problems like sinus tachycardia, hypomagnesemia, respiratory failure, aspiration pneumonia, varicella zoster encephalitis with disseminated cutaneous zoster, and anoxic brain injury, encephalopathy. During the beginning of my sickness, I was paralyzed for 95% of my body. I couldn't walk, talk, eat. I felt like I was transferred to someone else's body.
His journey to healing started at Carle Hospital in Urbana. He spent 5 months in the intensive care unit and another 1.5 years in the hospital. At times, Shannon's family was told he might not make it. The attack and subsequent illnesses left Shannon unable to move. His first therapy? Moving his eyes from side to side.
When patients come to the rehab unit, they get assigned a team. We were the PT-OT team assigned to Shannon. We were his primary therapist when he was in the inpatient rehab unit at Carle. It's pretty incredible, honestly, because I think it would have been easy for him to give up on himself and say, this is too hard, I can't do this. Really, I feel like his sheer will pushed him through, and so to get to see somebody that fought so hard to get his life back, he has the determination to really do whatever he wants. You're not going to stop him.
He just has that energy of almost excitement, positivity. I mean, constant positivity, and it's infectious.
What really changed for me was a dream I had. It was August 12, 2012. I will never forget it. I had a dream that I was graduating from college. That dream gave me a vision of what my life could be. I always said, if you can dream it, you can achieve it. 2 months into my first semester returning back to school, I got the worst phone call ever. My beloved mother had passed away. This was a pain that I had never experienced before. The woman who loved me unconditionally, the person who prayed for me every night while in Carle Hospital, the person who gave me the strength to keep fighting was gone. I began writing poetry when my mother died as a way to process all of my unheard pain. I also put all of my despair, anger, sadness into my schoolwork and turned something bad into something good.
Shannon Voss.
On May 9th, 2024, Shannon realized that dream he had in his hospital bed. He walked across the stage and accepted his diploma from Parkland Community College. He also gave the commencement speech.
What does it mean to truly live? I have been thinking about that question a lot lately as I near my graduation and close this chapter of my life. I'm sure a lot of you might be asking the same question yourselves.
Watching him give that speech was like, I was surrounded by people that had no idea why I was there, right? I didn't know anybody else there, but I was there for Shannon. And you listen to these people behind you like, oh my gosh, this is incredible. And I was a mess because I was a little teeny piece of that, but listening to other people that don't know any of that, it was incredible.
The moment is ours. Leave it to the stars. They won't let us down.
I mean, this was a dream that he had had, like literally a dream that he had. Like, I saw myself graduating from college, I'm gonna go do it. And then to see him, you know, accomplish that goal and knowing the work that he had to put in on so many different levels.
That truly was like a culmination of all of his work and exactly like what he'd been through and his tenacity.
Working with Carle Therapy made me realize that I am someone who has a story to tell. Whenever I come back to Carle Hospital, I feel my mother's presence. I see a piece of my mother in Renee, Sonia, and Monica. When I was walking to receive my diploma, each step I took I was stepping on all of my insecurities, all the times I felt hopeless. I was also stepping on the old me who thought suicide was an option. I even saved my mother a ticket to my graduation ceremony.
It was maybe the best, not maybe, it was the best speech I've ever heard in my life. And I shed a tear a little bit, and I was able to see him after the graduation. We got a nice picture together, so it was just amazing.
Much like his therapy team at Carle Hospital, Shannon's friends are cheering him on every step of the way as he continues to crush his goals and live a life of purpose and inspiration.
He's goofy, he's easy to talk to, he's got great jokes. He just feels like a real genuine, down-to-earth kind of person. You can really talk to him about anything, I think is a rare quality for a lot of people.
I met Shannon when I was a student at Parkland. While I was studying, he just came up to me and was really nice and just asked if he could share a poem, and it was really, really good. He's been through so much, but he still is able to maintain such an optimistic outlook on everything. When people who have been in similar circumstances, I could imagine it would be really difficult to still maintain a smile and maintain gratitude for life and everything.
The moment is ours. Leave it to the stars. They won't let us down.
One thing that hasn't changed about myself is the determination I have for making my life the best it can possibly be. I think I am better not physically but mentally. Today, I can say that I am in a very good place. I hope my story can be a service to others as a gesture of hope, healing, and courage. This is my destiny to show others what they may become if they don't give up.